Hello. Oh my God, now it's moving. Okay. Sorry, Kathy. Remember you love me. Yay, Kathy loves Miranda.
Kathy don't remember an answer that she said, and she's going to really get Miranda.
Woo! Hi, my name is Miranda, and this is my friend Kathy. Say hi,
Hi.
Kathy, to the camera.
Hi,
This is our
camera.
story. This is our Storycorps interview, and I made the mistake, of course, me I made the mistake of not turning on the camera. Yeah, so let's answer these questions.
I don't even know the answers anymore.
What advice would
That's a
you
friend.
give to your teenage self, Miss Kathy?
I forgot. The advice that I would give to my teenage self, the advice that I would truly, we're going to stop playing now, that I would give to my teenage self is to believe in yourself, to trust in yourself, and to persevere and to continue. Uh, I, I say that because we tend to let peers, family, and friends guide us. And sometimes we don't. We have to just believe in ourselves and believe that we can do it.
That's a good answer. How do you believe that friendships develop into lifelong friendships or relationships?
I have, I have four friends that we've been together since about 9 years old. We're not gonna say how old I am now, although it's just a happy 23. And so, um, it's that one. It was a click. We knew, it's something like this is a click. But I think they developed because of honesty, trust, um, loving one another, belief, um, and that once you have those, and you truly have to believe and love one another and be open and honest, truly open and honest. That if you have that, then it will take you a long way. And definitely with your friends, if you know that you want to be with that person to be your friend, if you're open and you're honest, you're faithful, dependable, and true, it'll last forever. Like I've had them for since we were 9. It's been, and I don't mind telling you all, it's been 53 years that we've been
Uh,
together. When we've had fights, we've had to walk away from one another, and I don't mean that we walked away and maybe was back the next day or 2 weeks from now. No, some of them took months, but during that time, even if we had it where we weren't speaking to one another, we still called on birthdays. We still called to see how families were doing. Even as a teenager, even as a child, you may be mad at me, but I still want you to have a happy birthday. I want to know how your mama doing. I came over to your mama's house. So we really, and we all did that with one another. So you really couldn't get out of each other's lives. So we were pretty much sisters, and we are still sisters now because we grew up with that. Even when we went separate ways as we became adults, we never forgot one another.
that's good. Okay. What are your wishes and hopes for me?
I want you to get everything that your heart desires, that God has in store for you and what you want. I want you, because you're going to do it, I already know this, to finish school. You want that. I know you want to do a job in your career field. I want you to have that, but I also, more than anything, is want you to have what God has for you. Um, that you it may not be in the direction that you want, but it could still be the same thing. I just want Him to give you what you want.
Okay. Which people most influenced your life personally and professionally?
The biggest one that I think of, is my personally, is my mother's goddaughter. It's like a sister, a baby sister to me. She, oh, she was just awesome. She helped me many times when I was going through my jobs and all. I would think back on her, and I even think of her now. And she was, like I say, a big influence on me. Younger than I, but it doesn't matter. They say it doesn't matter what age for the wisdom to be there. She was a young lady that very early in life, actually she started in her actually in her teens, but in her early 20s and all, she wound up having to take care of her father, her grandmother, and her grandfather, because her father, unfortunately, was on drugs, had a habit, and alcohol. And this young lady took care of them. She even took care of where they moved them out of when they had to come out of their house and go into her own home. And even though she was young and had 2 kids and a husband of her own, and we're not talking about someone that's a college graduate making oodles and oodles of dollars. No. This young lady worked in nursing homes. She worked for the airlines as, cargo or out in that area, some type of job is that. And she was a big influence because I looked at her and I saw that she took care of her grandmother until she passed with her family. Then her grandfather passed, bringing her, and her father. And we're talking about a young lady that's not even 25 years old. And my God, that was a big influence. And I always said that I knew she was going to get her crown in heaven. And I, with her doing that, when I had hard times and thinking my job or my life was hard, I thought about her and for so much to be put on her. And she didn't complain. She never complained. And I always thought that was a big when people said that. No, she never complained. Never.
That's awesome.
And professionally, that's kind of hard. I actually, the one that did the most, I could say, would have been my boss. She was my chief nurse in the reserves. I'm retired from the Air Force Reserves. And her take on life and the things that she had to do. And she was one that, and early on, a lot of my friends, believe it or not, and I think, we all have a way in which we go that is led by God. And I, if I offend you, I make no apologies. I'm sorry. But I must say that God is a big stronghold in my family. And then to know that you hear Mom say that He loves you and He'll change you. And she was one that I thought my service bad or not doing anything. And she actually had a child out of wedlock, same as me. But she went on and went to school. She said she had to go back to the church and they had to pray and they had to take both her and her, who is now her husband, in and all. And you look at that and you think, why did I do this or do that? And to see people that do that and to get as far that she retired a full bird colonel from the military. She retired from the hospital and she's now working another job, And she was a big influence for me later on in years going on in my life to continue. Because, with my grandparents and all, and everyone believed in God and stuff, that was a lot that I took along with me.
Okay. Tell me how you would like people to remember you.
Prayerfully, they're going to remember me as a caring person. That's what I would hope. Kind. Honest. And that I mainly want to be remembered as someone that when I gave or did anything for you, it was straight from my heart. To know that I truly did it straight from my heart. And it's nothing wrong to give without receiving.
Okay. What do your friends mean to you?
My friends, we're talking about true friends, right? My friends mean a lot to me. Once I have friends and we truly have that bond, they're like my family. My mother always said, you don't have very many, you have a friend and you have true friends, that they're that. And my friends mean the world to me. They're like my family. You understand? I don't see them always as being just my friend. They are truly my sisters or my brothers. If I can call you my friend, I'll do for you as I would do for my family. Maybe even more. But they mean a lot to me.
What does your future hold, Cathy?
I don't know what my future holds for me. I have no idea, as we all don't. But I pray it holds for me happiness. I pray that it holds for me a long life, a long, healthy life, uh, clothing my right mind with the use and activities, as they say, of your limbs and bodies, so that I can go out and do some of the things that I really want to do, which is the work for the community, the work for my church. I love God and thank Him all the time for sending me there. But to see my grandchildren grow up, and like I said, to go out and give, to give as much as I can. I would love to do a lot of volunteer work. I intend on doing it. And my future is hopefully is holding for me that I'm going to have that degree, that diploma.
All right.
And use it the way God sees fit.
One last question.
Yay. Just kidding. Just kidding.
For your great-great-grandchildren listening to this years from now, is there any wisdom you would want to pass on to them?
I want to pass on to my grandkids.
Your great-great-grandchildren
I'm
too?
sorry. Great. I told you, only in the moment. I want to pass on to my great-great-grandchildren. The best advice that I could give them is to love God first, love yourself second. Trust in Him first, and you don't have to worry about trusting in yourself second. I really want them to do that, to believe that they can, that they will, and through the grace and the help and the wisdom of God, that it will be accomplished. I want them to remember that everyone needs a little love. And it doesn't hurt and doesn't cost you anything to give it. Share it.
This is my friend, my ride or die. I'm really grateful for Cathy, and I asked her to do this interview for me for school, for Storycorps, because she took me in when there was no one. My family is in another state, and she took me in, and I'm really grateful. This is my peaceful couch right here we're sitting on. I sit here and meditate every day just about, and I'm really grateful for her. So friendships for me are just that. Friendships. They develop. Thank you. Thank you, Cathy.
You're welcome. Thank you. And she can't have my purple couch. That's what she wants. She
Bye.
can't have it.
Thank you.
Bye. You're welcome.
Okay.